Afternoon, everyone. Wednesday afternoon. So I tried to get down here earlier and do a sawmill video. It was just gonna be trims. I thought maybe bring one of the fresh logs over here, but Sunday night, sometime in the night, and I twist back and forth. Here, let me set the camera up so you can see me. But when I'm sleeping, I like this constantly, and sometime in the night, right here in my back, I heard it. God, I have a hard time turning, and I barely can bend over at certain positions, and so I'm trying to take it easy. Monday, went over to Jason's. I talked to him Sunday. He said he had to work for a guy a couple hours, so I told him I'd be over there no matter what. Went over there, and pretty windy day. Probably shouldn't have been even cutting the tree, but I did. And it went over real slow. The wind was so strong enough. It did not help at all with the direction I was notching it. But it went over real slow, and it touched on some branches in another tree and just sat there. And I said to hell with it. And Jason showed up, and I told him we'll see if it happens tomorrow. And I went back there, or he was supposed to be there, and I told him, well, I'll come over Tuesday and you can yank the one tree that I do need somebody to yank it while I cut it. And you'll see in the video, I'll insert it right here. Loading logs. The metal ramps, or the steel ramps, work awesome. It was very little effort to push them up. I mean, most of those I could pick up, but these ones here rolled up, and yeah, they were just a little too heavy for the tractor. So I just flipped my forks down forward like that, like a couple of paddles, and it just, either you could just push, or I'll do like the lifting motion and kind of roll it like paddles. But so I'm just dragging the stuff out, lining it up with the ramps, and pushing it on. So we have one more tree right here to take out. This one, I was making a hole first because I'm gonna put it right back that way, so I ain't gotta mess with none of that brush. Well, Jason thought I was gonna drop it out here and clean up the brush, which that's the neighbor's property past that pole at an angle. So no, I'm gonna send that right back into the woods. But oh, it's a few through here. Had to take out a few of these smaller ones to get in to get this one, which this was a pretty nice log. And then there was another one here that it's got a little rot in the middle, but probably get a few boards off it. That the whole end was shit, so even when I notched it, it snapped off, just barely touching that pine tree. So I couldn't believe that. But yeah, get my rope out of here. I'm gonna yank this one out though, and should at least get 2 nice 8-footers out of it. And all I'll have left to do then is that one, which, like I said, I'll send it right back this way. I figure I'll yank this one out. So then you seen in that video the tree that I had stuck. Well, anyways, I had to do a couple other to get in there to get that out, and I got all that done. And then my daughter was homesick today, so I ended up not being able to go back there today to finish the last tree. So this is what I got going on though. I had to drive my tractor over there, which it's only about 1.5 miles away, I guess, driving down the road, and then I got to jump on the busy road there for about 4 houses. Anyways, I want to see what the tractor is like up here on the trailer. I'm not trying to mess around and do some thick plank ramps right now. I have right there, I have a little 2-track that runs, it's like a switchback. Goes up and then cuts that way over to my wood door, where Gunner's dog cage is. And I'm gonna do his back up to that and then just load the tractor from there, just to see how it fits on there, because that's great. He always does that right where I'm working. Like, I could be moving this wood, which I was a day or so ago. I was moving the wood. He comes and shit right there next to me. And right before I was about ready to be done for the day, I was jumping in the truck. I had the truck right here, and I stepped in it. Slid all over. Oh yeah, great. Right in my face. Anyways, that damn dog always does that. But anyways, so I'm gonna back up there and we're gonna see how the trailer holds. The tires of the truck. I watched that move a little bit and I was like, wow. Oh. Otherwise, I think it's going to go on there fine. Only put one strap on it, but I think it should be enough to just do a little hot lap. Alright everyone, gonna call it a wrap for that one. I want to say thanks to all the new subscribers and thanks to all the old subscribers. Glad to see the channel's actually growing. If you could, I don't usually ask, but whether you only liked a couple minutes of it or only watched a couple minutes of it, if you could, hit the thumbs up. Would be greatly appreciated. Doesn't cost you nothing and really helps me. So, alright everyone, thanks for watching. Till next time.